All right, hole 10, par 3, 280 feet. The basket's just down in the middle, but there's kind of it's a low ceiling, but also kind of feels like a high floor at the same time, but then it's downhill after that. So I haven't had enough practice on this type of hole, and when I try to throw a higher reach back to throw kind of down, for some reason I tend to accidentally anhyzer. And I don't want to just change discs and then not learn how to make the correction. So I'm going to try to high reach back, but I want to throw it flat, not anhyzer. Yep, bit of anhyzer, I think. All right, I'm plus 2 or 3 before this putt. I can't remember if I bogeyed, if I birdied or parred that uphill hole. But that's a par, so through 10, I'm plus 2 or 3. All right, hole 11. This one is pretty tough, I feel like. Sharp left turn here. It's really easy to hit the trees out front before fading if you're trying to get distance. But I think I tried the Firebird last time here and just kind of ripped it with a little bit of hyzer, and it worked well. So let's hope that happens again. Although last time I can't remember if I was playing the longs or not, so it's probably a shorts. Yep, that's exactly what the Firebird is for. All right, landed in a really good spot, and usually when this happens, I really want to go for it to try to get the birdie. The basket's right down there in the middle, but I'm never sure what to throw here, and there's rocky footing a little bit. Looks like next to the disc itself, I might be able to do a slow walk up. I think, I don't know, it's just ending left early is bad, ending right early is bad. I think I'll try a forehand with, this is an Archon 11.5 -2.2. I don't want it to fade too early, but when I try to bite off this distance, I usually end up turning it over accidentally, so. Well, I didn't turn it over too early, but that wasn't as good as I hoped. But it's also not bad. I have an easy putt approach. I could maybe go for it. I don't know. I think it's pretty far. Let's try a really flippy backhand. I'm going to try to aim it at the tree to the left of the basket and hope it turns towards the basket. This is the IT, but my run-up is treacherous. I threw it way too high, and at that power it doesn't flip that much, or maybe I put too much hyzer on it. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try the Hawkeye. I'm going to try to release it kind of flat so it goes straight, and maybe I need to throw it a little harder than the last shot. Okay, that's what I need to do next time. Although if I threw the same thing, if I threw the IT the same way I threw the Hawkeye, except with just a little more hyzer, it probably would have been even better. but we'll see. I'm not sure where the Hawkeye landed, but I think it faded a little bit left of where I wanted it to land. So that's where the IT would have not really faded much and just landed flat. All right, that Hawkeye is actually like 15 feet to the left of the basket, so can't really complain. I should just try that next time. So I'm pretty far here. I don't know how far this is though. I'm still getting used to gauging the distances. Maybe like 50, 60 feet or something. I'm just gonna try to chuck this, this dart at it. Well, I was kind of going for it, but there's a little wind. Maybe it beat it down. But also I looked up at the tree here, the ceiling, right before I threw, so I probably got a little worried, because if I was really going for it, I would have wanted more height, but it's surprisingly easy to then hit like a little branch like this when you're going for the height. So there's that Hawkeye. All right, I'm plus 2 or 3 through 11, hole 12 here. This big tree in the middle makes it kind of tough to choose. You want to pass the tree and end right, because there's that other small tree to the left of the big tree. So if you end left, then that could be bad. So I've never tried I'm going to just try the first 3 shots that come to my mind, but I'll throw the one I usually throw, which is a forehand out left. Every time I try to go for it and I get like a really good distance, it seems like I just barely hit one of those lower hanging branches on this oak tree in the middle. This is my Archon. It's a little flippy because I don't want it to fade too early, because I don't have crazy forehand power. But I also am afraid of turning it over when I try to really go for it, so. Oh, yep, like that. I just tried to throw it too hard and lost my hyzer angle. I should need to lean over my toes more. All right, let me try a big hyzer outright, but I don't want it to, I don't know, like something that's not super stable so that it won't dump right away. I'm gonna try the TL. And then a pushing anhyzer out left. We'll try both of them, get practice with all these different shot angles. I know this one this is my least favorite looking line. It feels kind of cramped and I feel like I'm gonna throw my disc away. Well, shit. That was I ripped that, but oh, it just came back. It just came through a little bit, barely on the edge of the tree line. If that was a little bit higher and a little bit more of an overstable disc, it would have been perfectly in the fairway where I want it to be, I think. So I probably should try throwing that next time. I'm not sure what to throw for the pushing anhyzer here, because I do want it to kind of come back, but not too soon. So maybe a Sidewinder. This is a Champion Sidewinder, so it's not super flippy, but with the amount of anhyzer I need to start this out, I feel like it might not come back from that. Man. I don't throw big anhyzers very often, so I don't think I should go. I don't want to go too overstable because I don't think it'll come back. Maybe my turn, because with this height, it's Champion. With this height, it might come back. It might hold the turn just enough. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, can I remember how to throw anhyzer? Oh no, I forgot. Right into that tree. Okay, I gotta try one more. That was just too bad. I'll try a Valkyrie. Okay, that was a really nice shot shape. It just needed to be a little bit more stable. I got pretty deep, but just hit the edge of the tree line on the right before it faded back. So if I practice that shot, could be really useful. So there's the Firebird I just threw at the base of that tree. There's the basket. Here's the TL that I tried to spike hyzer. And there's the basket. And then in front of the TL is the Valkyrie that I threw on the Anheuser line. So it's actually not that bad of a disc choice, just a little bit more stability would have been great. Here's that Anheuser forehand arc-on scramble throw. That would have been nice potential birdie save. I think this is a 4. Let's see, what did I throw? On my actual shots, I threw from 3 so far. So I can save the par here. It's been a while since I've putted though, because I've been throwing so many discs. Alright, hole 13. I'm +3 right now. This is just a very straightforward shot. Basket's right in the middle down there. I actually almost aced this with the Hawkeye. I hit the basket itself. So I'm going to try throwing it again. Yeah. Hit anything, luckily. I don't know what happened. I made my rotated too soon. I need to, that's another thing I'm trying to work on, is plant, drive the elbow, and don't try to rotate. The rotation is kind of good. Alright, hole 14. It's a long boy, at least for me. The dream lie for me is to get past these oak trees on the left, and then the basket is easy to approach from there. So I usually try to throw my turn. All right, so I'm +2 now through 14. This one is just a sharp right dog leg, so I've been throwing the Firebird here, but because I want to get a skip, but beforehand. But I guess if the forehand's more powerful, you can go to a zone or something. It's crazy that I birdied that last hole, which is a pretty tough one, but I missed birdieing a bunch of easy ones. A little bit inside, yep, I hit a tree. So wobbly, better throw. Do a Thunderbird. Is this legal? All right, we're +2 through 15. Should have birdied that last one. So this one, still not sure how to play it. You can barely see the basket through the left gap down there. But usually I try to throw a backhand and aim it at these trees in the middle. There's like a right side and a left side of those trees, so it's fine if you're left of them or right of them is good shot. Oh, I wasted too early. Oh man. Fine, I'm gonna try the TL over these trees. I don't want it to fade back too much. This is what the right side of the fairway looks like, and my spike hyzer landed and bounced and rolled a little bit and got pinched off, so it's not a good spot. Maybe I should throw something even less stable so it doesn't fade as much, or I just throw it higher and wider so it spikes harder and doesn't roll. So I'm throwing my third from here, and I'm kind of pinched. Practice like a stepper from here. All right, hole 17. I'm +3 or something like that. Unfortunately, bogeyed the last one. This one's just up here on the left. You don't have to throw it very hard. I think I usually just throw my invader putter here. It might help me do that here, but it might be too beefy. That's good. All right, hole 18. I think we're +3. This hole's pretty crazy. Par 5 is feels really hard for this hole. There's this dog leg, and the worst thing you can do is end up left before the dog leg. So I'm gonna try to make it through, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so my dream is always to try to like make it through the corner and get a skip, but it's really hard to do, which I think I would be throwing like the Eagle for with some power flat and then get that fade at the end. But I'm gonna go with the Hawkeye and not as much power and just hope I land at the corner so I can see the next spot. A little high, but it's getting a little turn and pending. Wow. Oh yeah. All right, basket's just straight down there, but there's a ravine and probably water in it right now, which I've never played this course with water here. I would have liked to have been a little closer to the mouth so I don't have to aim to get in there. And at this distance, it makes me want to try to push a little deeper into there so that some hooligans messing with the basket. Oh, that was not gentle.